Let me, before we run out of time, ask about Helen Thomas, because I certainly don't agree with what she said. The Jews should get out of Palestine. But I hate it when anybody ever has to go away in this country because they say something that people don't like. But I do think, you know, she is from Lebanese extraction. Her name is Helen Thomas. Danny Thomas is the other Lebanese person. They must love that name, the Lebanese, when they come to America. They all call themselves Thomas. But I always hear that the media is pro-Israel in this country. I don't see that. And that Israel overreacts. You know, I don't know. In the Gaza Strip, they fired 10,000 rockets at Israel in the last few years. And they are avowed to destroy this country. If the United States, if Quebec was firing rockets into our territory and was sworn to wipe us off the face of the earth, do you think we would just be having an embargo against them? I mean, talk about overreaction. I think we would have nuked them 100 times by now.
I don't agree with you.
Then speak.
I really feel our country has lost its footing. We have a co-country that works with us. It has a State Department here. It's called AIPAC. And they tell us what they want. And I think that because they're a nuclear power,
lobby,
and they wanted to arm South Africa in 1975, don't forget that, and probably did some part of that, South Africa, when it was an apartheid state. So their interests are not our interests, and they're not interests of the people of the United States. They keep dictating to us. And here we are in a situation where Lula, this is all I'm hearing.
Lula is the president of Brazil.
Yeah, Lula is a very important character here because he's the third rail. He's a neutralist. He went, the scuttlebutt I heard from people in Europe was that what happened was that when Israel was ready to make a deal, and Rahm Emanuel went over there, he made his deal with Netanyahu, he was going to come into the United States and was going to announce a rapprochement with Obama. That was going to happen. Then guess what happened? Lula and Erdogan went and made a deal with Iran, tried to make a deal, came very close. Now listen to what I'm going to say. What happened? They were so furious about that interruption that a few days later, Turkey sends a boat to Gaza, and the Israelis jump the boat, right? It's piracy on the high seas. It's internationally illegitimate.
It's an embargo because the Israelis have good reason to suspect that they would be trying to smuggle in weapons to kill them, which they have done before.
There's no weapons on that boat.
Maybe there are no weapons on that boat, but there have been weapons on other boats that they intercepted.
And they say, and the president's position is we will stop the arms, but we won't stop anything else.
Bill, you live in Gaza.
X-ray glasses?
You live in Gaza. I was in Ramallah when that happened. It's horrible to live there. They don't have a life.
Well, first of all, they're being blockaded by Egypt as well. As I brought up to the Queen, this West Bank was under Jordanian control for all that time, and they weren't given their independence. So let's not shit a shitter.